I'm Belle Bear. This is Sacred Mechanics.
I figured I'd add video to the podcast today, although it's early Saturday morning, beautiful rainy day, not as hot as it's been lately here in Australia. And I'm in bed, but I guess I'm lowering the bar a bit on how I look for the camera because I don't wear makeup and I don't sort of go the whole grooming thing full scale like a lot of women do. So I sort of don't do video, but I think it's a limitation. So here I am, as is, on video. Thanks for joining me. So today I just wanted to touch on some real spiritual coaching gems. Each one of these could be a whole episode in themselves. But I'm going to give you these excellent tips. I've been scouring through some of my notebooks from the past 4 or 5 years, just finding the ultimate little nuggets of truth so I can compile them for you and share this. So they're all equally good. These are not in order of preference, but let's get into it. Number 1, surrender doesn't mean sacrifice. Sacrifice is a really important part of our life. It helps us level things out. But what we want to talk about in this point is the surrender bit. Surrender is a means of letting something go to make room for the new. So what needs to go before I can achieve the thing or have the thing? Because when there's a big new goal, you'll find that something has to get out of the way. A belief, a relationship, a job, a position that you just think you're trapped, but you're not trapped. You just have to look at it from a new perspective. So surrender doesn't mean sacrifice. You don't need to burn the whole thing and feel like, you've got to suffer in any way to surrender something. You just need to choose carefully what you do surrender, and the reasons for doing that need to be compelling enough that you're feeling motivated. At least you may not be perfectly happy. There may be a transition or adjustment, but motivation is key to wanting to get where you're going. Number 2, you've all heard this before, but it is core. Know thyself. What is my true north? And what is my purpose? And most of us might spend most of our journey even trying to answer that question. I think trying to know thyself is actually a purpose we should guilt-free spend our whole life doing, because we're always evolving, and knowing thyself, it's a shifting sands. But making it a priority in your life will enrich you and help you recenter at times where you're feeling a bit lost and confused. And it's work, but it's enjoyable work, and it's not self-indulgent. You need to know yourself so that you can relate to others properly and build wisdom and be a better use to yourself and others around you through love and advice and guidance and, all that stuff that makes us good humans. Number 3, change needs to happen in the subconscious first. I can't tell you how many thousands of dollars I've spent on workshops and coaching and training and this and that to realize I could have just really taken on board this piece of information and just gone off and worked myself. If you don't do this, nothing else really works. If you're working with manifesting or just spiritual enrichment, if you're going through an awakening, self-improvement, learning new skills, anything, the change needs to happen in the subconscious first. Once your subconscious in the inner world you have decides on a direction, you just go and everything opens up for you. It changes your thought patterns, it changes your decision making, it changes your motivation levels, and you just get there. You can probably recall times in your life where you've just decided this is what I'm doing, and you've felt it like move you on a deep level. And those things have unfurled for you because your subconscious actually decided. And find those examples and reflect on those and put into practice more. Number 4, first is the word. Speak things into existence, or speak it into existence. Like the previous point about change needs to happen in the subconscious first, pulling that thought into reality through speech, words are spells. You may have heard me say that in episode 20, the last episode. First is the word, I believe, is a biblical term as well. And biblical, yes, it probably goes back way before the Bible was written too. This is a spiritual truth. What we speak weaves the spells. So if you want something to happen, or you want to make a fundamental change how you speak about something, your tone, your voice, your word selection, and start becoming it. And this also motivates change as well. I am, not one day when, or I can't, and this and that, of course. We'll get onto this point next, but the quantum field is listening, and whatever you say goes, whether you like it or not. So really be careful with your thoughts and how you use your words. Make it as enriching and beautiful and self-healing as possible, healing others, calming situations, thinking positive. Your words do matter. Number 5 is this, that the quantum field is literally listening to verbal and silent commands every moment of your life. It's like we're being recorded, or we're in like this quantum sort of surveillance where these words and thoughts are building our reality as we know. But a funny way to think about it of how this actually operates, because when things go wrong, is if you use Siri or Alexa for, AI sort of voice activation, automation, or requests, and you say something a bit wrong and you just get this really crappy answer. The universe can do this. It's like if you are not clear enough with your requests or your intentions, you just get a lot of confusion back. It might cause some anxiety. It could be really unenjoyable and really frustrating. So this is an encouragement for all of you to clarify what you want through knowing thyself, thinking about the power of your words, thinking about what lights you up and where your heart is, and being in tune with that. And then this is going to purify and clarify your trajectory, I suppose, and how you move forward. And it just makes the quantum field and all of the messages that are firing around maybe on a smoother road. And if you can feel the resonance of things that you want in your heart, and there's a clear pathway of this heart-mind coherence, things just feel nicer, better. Your days are a bit more enjoyable or easier to get through, depending on your situation, but you'll find that there's a calming stream running through you. This is spirituality and knowledge and nourishment for you. If you can just keep that flowing and knowing that if you can keep that flowing and you're feeling okay, then that little universal radar listening in is going to try and feed from the clarity we give it and deliver what we truly want or need. Number 6, plant good quality seeds in you and in others. These seeds are ideas, wisdom, encouragement, actions, planning or putting things ahead for your future self. Just make them good quality seeds, things that have longevity, have a good positive resonance, make you feel like you're really sowing something you're happy to reap. This goes in all areas of your life because the universe doesn't forget. Neither does your body. Number 7, look for and notice what you want and repeat it. So this is a question of refining and editing our life, I suppose, where you need to start paying attention and noticing, if you're not already, what you really liked in a day, where you feel like you lost time and you were just like in the flow, and amplify that, do more of that until you find a wonderful balance in your life where it's sort of a shortcut to the highway of you running on that road that feels like you're being naturally motivated and pulled by the universe because it's fulfilling your heart's desire and it's leading you along the way to your true north, your purpose, and you knowing thyself and being able to sort of complete this perpetual circuit or loop where you're really gleaning things from life and experience and finding ways to do more of that good thing or that good feeling. Just capture it, hold it for yourself and replicate it if you can. Okay, well, that's my 7 things, my 7 spiritual coaching gems. I hope you found something in there. Maybe you'll come back to this later. I'm finding myself when I go back to some of these wonderful things I've been taught by really experienced teachers is that you find a way to consolidate them and reread them from a different perspective or different frame of mind in the future, and then you go, I get it now. So these words have traveled far to get to you today. Anyway, it's great to see you and hopefully catch you in the next episode. Thanks for listening. I'm Belle Bear, and this is Sacred Mechanics.